Hello, guys. Natalie Vanessa here. If this is your first time tuning in, then welcome, welcome. I mean, this is my first episode. So clearly, this is your first time tuning in. I decided to do this podcast very randomly and very impulsively. And if I do share any of the visuals, you will see that I'm sat here in a scarf and a fleece with no makeup on, looking rough AF. My voice is still a bit husky because I was partying at the weekend, guys. I was partying and enjoying life. And Monday came and I was like, right, let's get back to it. Let's just get cracking with this. Stop the excuses and let's just go for it. So that's what I'm doing. So, yeah, bit of background. If this is your first time even coming across me, then welcome. You're in a great place. We have a nice balance of positive vibes here and also a bit of ratchetness. I don't know. We like to keep it balanced, okay? So if you're thinking, what am I going to get from Natalie Vanessa? You're going to get wholesomeness. You're going to get deep thought, deep talk and conversation. You're going to get a few laughs. I think I'm kind of funny. You're going to get insight. You're going to feel empowered. You're going to feel inspired because I am all that and more. I'm all that and more, guys. And yeah, I just want you guys to come along with me on this journey. I know there's a lot of you that are following me already. So across my platforms, I'm on TikTok and Instagram. I've got, what am I on at the moment? Just hit 10K on Instagram. So whoop, whoop, whoop. Shout outs to me for that. And I got about 7K on TikTok. So we're about 17K across the board. And I've really built a really nice community of mums. Not everyone's a mum, but mainly women that just want to be better and do better. I'm a single mum myself. I'm a single mum of two beautiful kiddies. My daughter is 9 and my son is 6. And I basically document my journey as a single parent. I document about dating, relationships. I just share as openly as I can on these platforms because we know what it's like. Sometimes we get people that aren't that kind in the comments. So that's always been, well, in the beginning, it was quite difficult to navigate, but now I really don't care. I don't give a flying F, mate. Yeah, I want to basically connect with you guys more. And I felt like a podcast would be the best place to do that. It feels less like, I don't know, open as Instagram. I don't know. When you post things on like social media, like TikTok and Instagram, it just feels you feel very exposed. But a podcast feels intimate. Do you know what I mean? It feels like we're sitting down and we're really getting to know each other. So I haven't even said the name of the podcast. Oh my gosh, guys, the podcast is called Heartbreak to Hot Girl. And the thought behind that is that, I have gone through a massive amount of heartbreak. As you get to know me, you'll know that I was married. I was with my partner for almost 11 years. Literally was like the only love of my life. And that ended about 4 years ago. And I went through big heartbreak and I've documented my, journey and transformation from going from a heartbroken girly to the hot girl that I am today. And if you're watching the visuals, I don't really look like a hot girl at the moment. I have no eyebrows on, no makeup, nothing, looking a bit rough, but the hot girl is in me. She's inside, okay? So, yeah, I came up with the name Heartbreak to Hot Girl because I know many of you will relate to this. Some of you guys are just going through your heartbreak stage. Like some of the ladies that I speak to in my DMs, like you're just going for a divorce. Some women haven't even left their husbands yet, but they've reached out to me and they're like, nah, I'm not happy. This is happening. I want to leave. So I know some of you are very much in the thick of it right now. And I really want to appeal to those people that are willing to go on that journey just to be better and do better in spite of what they've been through. They could have gone through the worst thing ever. Like divorce is horrible. Divorce is like a death. Like it's a horrible experience to have. So yeah, I'm appealing to the women that, have gone through that, going through that. And maybe it's not a divorce. Maybe it's just a breakup. Maybe you weren't with that person. Maybe you don't even have kids with that person. But any kind of heartbreak or life-changing moment, I'm appealing to that woman to say, girl, stand up. Girl, I know you're sad. I know your heart is bleeding. I know you're in pain, but stand up and be the hot girl that you were always meant to be. Okay? I say this all the time on my social media. We can't let these men win. Okay? We can't let them win. We know that we've been done wrong. Some of us may have been cheated on. My hand is raised. But we cannot let those experiences determine how we live the rest of our life. I have seen many women go through this and they don't bounce back. They don't get over the pain. They don't get over the hurt. And the hurt almost becomes them. They become embodied by this pain, and you literally can see it in their face. You see it in their eyes. They're carrying this heaviness because they haven't processed it. They haven't let it go. Unfortunately, they've held on to it and made it their identity. And some have even lost their lives as a result of it. And I will get into that later on as we get to know each other. But there is a big and wider reason why I do this. I know I make jokes, I kiki, I can be fun. But there's a very serious reason and motivation as to why I'm so passionate about women bouncing back after heartbreak. Because that stuff, if you allow it to take over your mind, it can literally kill you. If not physically, it will kill you spiritually. And we cannot afford to do that. We have one life. We have one shot in this life. We're not coming back again. This is it, guys. This is it. So why should we throw away this beautiful opportunity at life that we have because someone's son decided to do us wrong? Now, any woman that is following this podcast or following me on social media will not end their life, will not be in a bad way. They will thrive. Any woman that is following me and listening to what I'm talking about, you guys are going to thrive because I am thriving. I have gone through what you guys have gone through. I know what it's like to feel depressed. I know what it's like to hit rock bottom. And like I said, as we get to know each other, and as I get more and more comfortable on this mic by myself, I will share the real depths of my journey. So when you're thinking and listening to me and thinking, okay, Natalie seems like she's up at the moment. Yes, I'm a homeowner. Yes, I drive a nice car. You know, I'm in my career. I've just hit 10K on Instagram. Yes, you're seeing all this stuff, but just know Natalie was where you were at. Well, where you're at now, Natalie was there. I've been through it. 10 plus years going through anxiety, low mood, low self-esteem. So this is just now my moment to really reap what I've been sowing, because in all of those years, I had hope. The hope was small, but I had hope that things were going to get better. And that hope really saw me through those years, because I'm telling you, they were dark, and it can get really dark if you don't address the hurt, if you don't address your own insecurities, your own self-esteem, your own traumas. Like, we've all been through stuff. Like, in our childhood, we've all been through stuff that have messed us up. If you don't address that in your adulthood, it will only impact you in terms of relationships that you choose, friendships that you entertain. It has a massive impact. And I said to myself, I just knew from 10 plus years ago that my life was going to be something. And I know it sounds cliche now, because it's like, oh, it's easy for you to say that now because, you know, you're actually doing something with your life. But I honestly and genuinely, in my heart of hearts, knew that there was a greater purpose for my life. And that is what kept me going. It kept me going despite what ex-partners would say. But deep down in my heart, I knew there was a greater purpose for me. And I finally feel like I have stepped into that purpose. And I want that for you guys. I want, when you listen to this podcast, when you watch my content online, I want you to realize that you can also step into your purpose. But the only way you're going to find your purpose is doing that work on yourself, exploring your talents, exploring your skills, your interests. Like, try out new things. Just try things. Like, I have just picked up the mic today, right? It's a Monday morning. Picked up the mic randomly and said, I'm gonna do this podcast today, right? I've got no proper lighting. I didn't even bother putting any makeup on for you guys. I'm so sorry. But we just wanted to keep it real. We wanted to keep it real and raw. And that is how I'm going to do this going forward, because I know some people are just so desperate for connection, so desperate for relatability and connection. And we are filled with this world of people that are just, they just care about image. They just care about, you know, looking good on the gram, or, you know, always being positive, always being motivating, but there's no substance to them. Girl, if you're listening to me, there's hella substance here. There's hella depth here, okay? We can go high and we can go low here. All right. And I'm going to give you it all. I promise you. But I'm on my own journey too still. Like, I know you guys see me on here and you think, oh, Natalie's confident, Natalie's this. I am all of those. I am. But I am also human. And sometimes I have low days. Some days I have days where I'm just like, oh, I doubt myself a little bit. I don't know. Should I have posted that? Was that good enough? Oh, it didn't get enough views. What are people thinking? What are people saying? But I know when I have those thoughts in my head, those thoughts are not really me. And that's what we need to remember, guys. Those negative thoughts, that self-doubt, that little niggling thought that's like, yeah, you're not good enough, you're not this. Those thoughts are not ours, okay? Those thoughts sometimes have come from someone else. And if you're like me and you're being with someone that was a bit toxic, you're going to probably have their voice playing over in your head for a bit. So that voice that you hear might have been your mum, your dad, your auntie and uncle, someone that may have said something negative to you all throughout your life. They may have said, you know, Susan, you're not good enough. Sorry if there's any Susans watching. You are good enough, Susan. All right, you are good enough. But you know, Tracy, you're not thin enough. You're not this, you're not that. Those voices sometimes literally come from other people in our life. And what we fail to do, we fail to identify that, and we just end up internalizing those thoughts. We end up thinking that those thoughts are us. And I'm telling you, those thoughts are not you. Those thoughts are not you, and you are in full control of your thoughts. I woke up today and I said, I'm doing the podcast. I woke up today and I said, I'm pushing on through. I'm not stopping what I'm doing. I literally just said that. I didn't even do anything at that stage. I said it, I thought it, and I believed it. And you literally can do the same. So when you have those negative thoughts coming in, like, oh, why do I keep like making bad decisions, and you're just beating yourself up, like, oh, I never do anything good in my life, counteract it. Literally talk to yourself and say, what are you talking about? Maybe you could even give that voice a name. And I learned this in some therapy I did. What's the therapy called now? IEMT, Integral Eye Movement Therapy. So I did a session with this lovely lady called Keely, and she mentioned in there like naming that voice. So my voice, I don't know, the name that came to me was Sheila, which is so random. And I've got an auntie called Sheila. And if she is listening to this for whatever reason, this is not, it's not related to you, Auntie Sheila. The name came to my head. So now when I have these negative thoughts, I'm like, shut up, Sheila. I feel so bad saying that because my auntie's called Sheila. Auntie, I'm not talking about you. But I'm like, shut up, Sheila. Like, don't talk to me like that. And that's how we need to can't speak, guys. Differentiate. Come on with the big words. That's how we need to tell apart our negative self-talk to like who we are as a person. So if you've got negative self-talk, why don't you, here's your homework. Guys, I'm giving you homework. All right, it's the first episode. I'm giving you a bit of homework. Find out a name that you can give that niggling voice. More stupid the name, the better, right? Maybe like Bobo or Jimmy Kratz. That's so random. I don't even know where that came from. But give it a name where it's just ridiculous. So when it is saying it's ridiculous stuff, because it is ridiculous, when your mind is telling you that you're not good enough, and you clearly are, because girl, you wouldn't be watching my podcast if you weren't. Do you know what I mean? Only baddies follow me, I swear down. Listen, sorry guys, you're going to get to know me here. I feel like I'm an undiagnosed ADHDer, so I might jump all over the shop, but that's how my mind works. So follow me. If you're also, undiagnosed ADHD is spicy babe, then you'll get my flow. You'll get my flow. Give your negative thoughts a name. That's what you need to do. Give them a name, and call it out. Call out the BS that is in your brain. My brain is not braining right now because I completely lost that train of thought. Jesus. Anyways, so if you're here, welcome. So this is more like an intro, just for you guys to get a feel of like how I speak, my humor, who I am. And then we will take it from there. I did a poll on my Instagram, little shout out to my Instagram. Go and follow me, natalievanessa.x, which is the same on Instagram and TikTok. Go and follow me over there. I've also got a Lover Girl group that you can join where I just post random updates about my day. And sometimes I might drop some inspirational stuff, messages, motivation, because I'm a bit of that. I'm a bit of everything, guys. I'm a bit of everything. But yes, this episode was just to kind of give you a flavor. And yes, I did a poll on my social media just asking you guys, like, if I was to do a podcast, what would you want from me? Some people want story times. I can do a story time. I really can do a really good story time, guys. I've got stories. I've got stories for days because do you know what? I made a lot of bad decisions when I left my marriage, and that's just made great content. I can't lie. I wasn't online back then, but I tell you, some of the dates that I went on, yeah, it's shocking stuff. Some of the men that I entertained, absolutely shocking. But do you know what? We're going to use it as content now. And if any of them are listening, for you, do you know what I mean? I'm joking. Actually, am I joking? Am I joking? Let's think about the guys that I dated. If we were to put them in a lineup, mate, you would look at me sideways. You would say, nah, that guy, that one. I didn't discriminate. I really went from like 6'5" to like 5'2". Do you know what I mean? I didn't discriminate. Light, dark, like handsome, not so handsome. Like I really dated them all. Yeah. So in that, I have many stories that I'm sure will make you chuckle. And do you know what? There will always be a lesson from it. I will always come and teach you a lesson. Learn from me so you don't make the same mistakes. I mean, some of us, if we're single parents already, maybe we've made, I don't want to say mistakes because our children are not mistakes, but do you know what? If we could go back, we may not have chosen that baby dad. I'm pretty sure a few of us will have their hands up and nodding their heads right now. Yep, girl, I hear you. I hear you. Because I know Natalie today in her 30s. Natalie today in her 30s would not even have looked twice. Do you know what? Let me not go there. Let me keep it cute. Let me keep it respectful because this podcast is not about him. This podcast is about me rising from the ashes. Do you know what I mean? It's about me coming up and inspiring you beautiful women to also thrive. I genuinely want that from you guys. I do, man. When I speak to you guys in my DMs and I hear about some of the stuff that you're going through, court battles, toxic baby dads, and I'm looking at your pictures and I'm like, girl, you're too cute for this. You're too much of a baddie for this. To be stressed, to be upset, to be depressed. You're too much for all of that. And I'm rooting for you guys. I know you guys support me. I know you do. And I appreciate it. I feel the love. And I'm being like soft and like emotional now because I'm an emotional babe. But I feel the love that you guys give me. But I also want you guys to win. Like I have mad love for you guys. Mad love. Like the ones that reach out, the ones I actually speak to, mad love for you girls, man. Because we're family. We are family. I say this. We're followers, supporters, turn family. Like this is real life. Like the things that I talk about, it's not stuff that I've just made up or read in a book. Like my journey is my real life. Your journey is your real life. And that's another thing. You're on your journey, sis. You may feel like you're in your trenches, in the trenches, but this is a part of your story. And do you know what? Quite often I look at my life like a Netflix movie. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what would people be saying right now if they were watching this? Is it interesting? Are they gripped? Are they inspired? Are they empowered? And I'm like, if it's not, then let's switch up the story. If the story every day is, oh my gosh, my baby dad is like bothering me, he's upsetting me, he's making me depressed, change up the story. Change it up. And I'm not saying that I have empathy for you guys, I really do. But sometimes we need to change up the narrative, change it up. Sometimes just say, look, my baby dad's not going to trigger me today. He's not. I'm going to put the right boundaries in place. I'm going to change my focus and focus on positive things. And that man is not going to trigger me today. Let's not accept that what these men are telling us, because let's be real. They've got hatred in their heart, a lot of them. Not all. Anyone with a bit of sense will know. I'm not talking about every single baby dad, but I'm talking about most of them because, you know, good women don't leave good men. But anyways, but don't let it become your story, sis. Don't let it become your story. Change your story. And do you know how you can change it? Just by thinking differently. Just by telling Sheila or Jimmy, whatever the name of your little annoying little critic is, just tell them to shut up. Just actually tell them to shut up. Say it out loud next time. Next time you have a thought where it's like, girl, you're so pathetic. Just open your mouth and say, shut up. I mean, if you've got people around you, like, don't direct it at someone. guys, please don't get in trouble because I'm not gonna be able to come and save you, right? Because I've never had a fight in my life. I'm not really much of a fighter. I know I've got it in me. I know. Listen, the fire is in me. Yeah, it is. But I'm not trying to bring it out because I'm not trying to go to prison. So if you're saying shut up, please do it in a space where there's no one around. But no, call it out. Because when you say these thoughts out loud, you realize how ridiculous it is. When you say your negative thoughts out loud, you realize, why am I even thinking like that? Why would I even think I'm pathetic? Just look at yourself in the mirror and how cute you are. Look at yourself. Literally, if you're listening to this on your phone, laptop, whatever, or take your laptop, whatever you're listening to, or if you can still hear me, go to a mirror right now. Stand in front of that mirror and look yourself in the face and tell me that you're not hot. Tell me that you're not hot, because you are. You know you are. You know you are such a babe, because you were a babe before you met that guy. You were a hot gal before you met that guy. And life has just beaten you down. But I need you to look in the mirror and look at that person. Look at that girl right in your eyes. That hot girl is there. She's there. And we're going to unlock it. Through this podcast, we are going to unlock it, guys. Okay? Through my story that I'm going to share, I'm going to encourage you guys. I'm showing you guys in real time. I'm showing you guys in real time that you can thrive, that you will bring back that hot girl. I hope you're still looking at yourself in the mirror. I hope you're smiling. I hope you give yourself a little wink and be like, yeah, do a little finger snap. Like, girl, you hot. Start saying that to yourself. Start saying, I'm such a baddie. Even if you don't feel it, say it. Because that baddie, that hot girl is in you. I promise you, she's there. She's there. I know, because I've seen some of your pictures. I go for my following list and I'm like, damn, she cute. My voice is going. I need a cup of tea, guys. Oh, but yeah, I know you girls are cute. So you need to start believing it. Do you know what I mean? You need to start believing it. And I think we're going to do this mirror task every single time. I'm going to remind you. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror today? Have you looked at your face? Have you looked how cute your smile is? Have you? Appreciate yourself. Because if you don't, who will? There might be people in your life that will, but we cannot rely on people to validate us all the time. It's nice when they do, but we cannot rely on that. We have to validate ourselves. And as busted as I look right now with my no makeup, no eyebrows, whatever, I'm still a hot girl. I'm still a hot girl and I will be forever and ever. Amen. Oh man, this has been fun, guys. What are we? Almost at half an hour of me just chatting. I didn't think I could chat for this long. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. I genuinely hope you continue joining me on this journey. Let me know if you want longer episodes. Can I talk for an hour? Maybe I can. I don't know. But just let me know, guys, because I'm doing this for you guys. I do it for myself as well. This is therapy for me. But my main motivation is to save the girlies from heartbreak. We need the hot gal back on the scene. We need you. The streets need you. We need you out there. We can't have you at home crying over that man or gal, whatever your preference is. Do you know what I mean? We can't have you crying over someone. Not for more than a week. I'll give you guys a week. I'll give you guys 7 days. Yeah? And then it's snap your fingers, honey. Let's stand up. Let's go. We got money to make. We got ideas to implement. We got podcasts to do. If some of you guys have the vision to be a content creator or be a podcaster, do the damn thing, darling. Do it. It's funny. I've got so much love for you guys, but I'm also not going to be easy on you. There's going to be tough love here. There's going to be some episodes where I'm going to call people out on their BS. I call myself out on my BS all the time. And that's why I recorded the podcast today, because I've been putting it off for the longest. I've been saying, yeah, I'm going to do this podcast. I'm going to do it. And I don't do it. And look, I'm here doing it because I call myself out on my own BS. So the same I do for myself, I'm going to do for you guys, because we're here to be better. We're here to be the best that we can be. We're here to be hot gal. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for listening today. Thank you for tuning in and listening to the end. I appreciate you. Kisses to you, girlies. But yeah, if you're not already, drop me a follow on Instagram. My name is natalievanessa.x, and that is the same on Instagram and TikTok. Where else can you follow me? Yeah, that's it. Make sure you subscribe. And do you know what? I think you can do ratings on here. So rate the ting in it. Give me 5 stars. If you're not giving me 5 stars, don't give me any. No, I'm joking. Give me a review. Let me know. And yeah, drop me a message and let me know what you thought. Maybe you thought it was trash. Nah, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think that because I'm lit. I'm lit. You're lit. We're all lit. Anyways, hot girls. Lover girls, hot girls. I need to decide what I'm going to call you guys. I have a lover girl group on Instagram, but am I going to start calling you guys the hot gal? Hot gal. Hot gal. Anyways, see you later, guys. Love ya. Bye.